This is our story about how we left hectic business lives to go sailing with Fridá, Wisby and our cat Litza. Our goal is to sail the Mediterranean Sea. We travel to get new views, experiences, meet new people. This is a journey to gain new skills, be mindful and increase happiness. Captain Anders, First Mate Gitte, the captain Litza, and our boat Fridá, Wisby. Today is the start of our biggest adventure. Welcome to Sailing Out Fridá, Wisby. In this episode we will make a bike tour to Den Haag and then we will sail to Vlisslingen in the south end of Holland. The harbor in Scheveningen, quite big and very, very well protected. I'm feeling at home.
Absolutely. This is my friend.
Well, you see your buddies, you have the same color.
Yeah. Working in Santa for one day a year.
That's good, yeah. Engine service.
Yeah, it's the first time we serviced this engine since we bought the boat. And I have an expert helping me, and he explained to me how to swap out the impeller on this boat, and due to that, where it's placed, it's impossible to reach. Otherwise, you can reach it with your hands, you can't see it. And doing the work is you're going to drop the bolts into the bilge, and it's a mess. I hate engines, so I won't swap impellers myself, that's for sure. Oil filter and fuel filter seems to be possible to swap for yourself, but impellers, it wasn't nice where they placed it. Or they placed it on the engine, of course, but how the engine is mounted in the boat, it's not made to work, to do yourself.
I can't point it out.
You can't point it out because you can't see it. It's impossible to see it from wherever you're trying to look. You can only feel it. So don't even try.
That's not so good. Okay, what's left to do now?
He has swapped out the impeller, and that worked fine, as for an expert, as I explained. He has also swapped the oil filter and are in the process of swapping the fuel filters. And then after that we're swapping the oil. And then we're finished with the main engine, then we'll look at the generator too.
Okay, good. But we really needed to have this done.
If you look at the filter, I think it's there somewhere, the oil filter, it was really clogged. So the impeller was broken, not very much, but it was on its way to die.
Okay.
But it wasn't really dead yet. And the oil filter was really clogged. The fuel filter was really clogged. So it was really time to swap that too, as we're doing now.
Okay. So time for engine service.
It was the right time.
But we managed to do it before something happened.
Yeah.
Great. Tittar du på regnet? Ja. Shopping street of Den Haag. A bit more modern than the old city that I passed when I biked here. Just been at Mediamarkt. Buy a new gimbal for my phone. you can get some smooth and more stable images and when I'm filming on the boat. Looks like a nice place. Very close to the shopping street. Looks more like a shopping street in my shape. I'm looking for somewhere to eat before I bike back to the boat. Just back to Hamburg, according to the time. Just been eating some Greek. Here I am in Haag. It's a really nice city, I like it. With canals, old houses, modern street with modern houses and modern architecture, together with all the typical old Dutch houses, narrow, with nice decorations. This is the Peace Palace. So it's here the International Court of Law in Hague is located. It's also library and well, also some peace events, etc. Fantastic building. I think I can go over here to get a picture without the fence. And I missed this. Well, I think it's a building worth the world peace. Beautiful forest in the middle of the city. Anders is filming me in the kitchen without saying anything, and I'm trying to make pancakes. That's not my specialty. I always seem to mess up at least one. So, see how it goes. Sådär, testa gimlen med lite pannkakor. Se om vi kan zooma in på Anders här. Yay! Hej Anders! Vlisslingen, ska du också vara med? Ja, där är du. Ska vi se om vi kan göra en svep. Hej! Och tillbaka till pannkakan. Jaha, sitter vi på restaurang?
Nu är vi på restaurang. Och det är väldigt trångt mellan borden. Titta hur jäkla fullt det är. Och de har 2 våningar på den här stora restaurangen. Så det blir 60 pers totalt. Så köket lär inte jobba ihjäl sig.
Nej, så det finns god mat. Men annars har vi inte varit ute på...
Nej, just det, precis. Ja, nej, men en gång om veckan kan man väl stå ut med.
En gång i månaden är det snarare.
Ja, till och med det. Ja,
nej, det är bra för budgeten.
Det är bra för budgeten. Bra, bra.
Här kan vi sitta och kolla på båtarna.
Ja, kan vi nästan ha koll på våra båt. Den syns någonstans här nere om man tittar lite noga. Kalson är super.
Och jag hade en saffransgambas med hemmagjord pasta. Skitgott.
Mycket smaskigt.
Hello!
Goodie!
Good view of the harbor while we are waiting for our pancakes. apple pancake with cinnamon and sugar, and banana pancake with extra cream. Litza. This is the entrance, so this is the outer harbor. I'm on my way to the beach. Not this one, but the big one on the other side. The southern beach of Scheveningen is the one that is most easily accessed from the harbor, the Haag harbor. It's another fantastic beach, not as impressive as the one in IJmuiden, but still a very impressive beach. They are doing some heavy construction work, building what it looks like a new part of the town here close to the water. So I guess that will be fantastic apartments. Like my gimbal is struggling with the wind, and it is quite a lot of wind, and it do has also a bit of fluffy white kit. I can show it later, that I made to reduce the wind noise, but the gimbal seems to be working this way even though it's struggling in the wind. That I would show you how my little sound muff looks like, my homemade sound muff, and this is it. And I put it over the camera, the microphone end of the iPhone, and I hope it improves the sound a little bit. Now I have walked a little bit off the beach, and this is the same kind of landscape as IJmuiden. And those inland dunes, and in the background you can see the constructions that is going on in Scheveningen. I have been in Holland quite many times, or in the Netherlands, for work, but only in the big cities, Amsterdam and Rotterdam, and I must say it's really nice to see this other side of Holland with those fantastic beaches and this bushy landscape behind them. That's something I will bring with me and never forget, I think. And the people here is fantastic, friendly, helpful, and seems like a very happy people, content with life and enjoying life, and I appreciate that. The root moss, it's a bit too big chunks of the root, but I think it will be okay anyway. So I will grate it, and then it's lunchtime. Fårikål with root moss and spinach. Okay, there it is, the final result. Our fårikål with root moss, spinach, and a little bit of salt. we decided to go to the chandlery in Scheveningen to get some new mooring lines and some cables for the solar panels. It's a quite big chandlery in Scheveningen. I just had to go inside and look at that Christmas shop. I just came out from the Christmas shop and I bought some Christmas decorations for the boat. Hej Litza! Hej! Har du bra där? Ja, var det mysigt? Ja. Var det snällt om att lägga ut handdukarna? Ja, som ska torka. Ja, inga tvättade handdukar med katt. Ja du. Ja. Lilla bus. Hello my darling.
Hi.
Trying to wash out the last of the sand. Or at least some of it. Yeah. Start to fill drinking water to get our bike. Because we are leaving Scheveningen tomorrow. We are off and Anders is calling on the radio for permission to proceed out through this channel. It's very narrow, so only one boat at a time. Bye bye Scheveningen. We liked it here. Nice harbor, good pancakes, friendly harbor master. So going from the first inner harbor out to the second inner harbor, and then there's 2 outer harbors as well, but I can't film that because I have to take the lines and the fenders. So now we're going out. Enjoying myself, getting a little bit more sun. We have a good time. And you can see it says also out. Sometimes I wonder if she's going to hit the camera. Oh, it looks like he didn't want to be filmed, so I let her be alone. Something always happens when you're about to eat. This time the GPS went crazy and said that we were over there among those boats in 70 knots. The vessel was capable of doing that speed, so it went completely crazy. So Anders is fixing it. He thinks that a reboot will just make it. Så, var är den?
Vad ska du?
Nej. Sun has come out. We do have some clouds, but also clear sky. Great. And this is down to can predict winds since our wind instrument is not working. So I think he wants to follow what happens. Ge med namnen.
Ja, det är svårt alltså. Det är jävligt svårt.
Gittus. Litza.
Ja, nej, det är inte lätt. Allmänt förvirrad och konstigt hur fan.
Hela familjen tjejnamn va? Ja. Litza is investigating a little bit. Aha. The best place.
That's the safe place.
And there we have Rotterdam. So we are passing Rotterdam the easy way. In our second episode, the English Channel and crossing the North Sea, we show it the hard way. It's definitely better to pass here daytime and using the special pleasure craft lane. The last time we passed here it was night and we were on the edge of the shipping lane and lots of ships. Rotterdam is the biggest harbour in Europe and one of the busiest harbours in the world. The River Rhine leads directly to the industrial heart of Europe. In 2018, nearly 30,000 vessels arrived in the port with 470 million tons of goods. Came down to get a fill to Anders. But I couldn't let this. Here's Litza. Yeah. Much better down. It's not as cold. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the little bell button to get notifications. Thank you so much for helping to grow the channel. To Vlisslingen, you sail very close to land for quite some time before you reach the town, which is around the corner. That town is out there. But we met this old sailing ship. They are so beautiful and gracious to see. Vlisslingen lies on the mouth of the river Scheveningen, and historically it was called Flushing in English. And the reason for that is that it's only 3 feet above sea level. Inside the lock of Vlisslingen. It's very tight. We are hanging on We are rubbing the side. Den börjar initiala springlinan och en aktiv förtöjning och en förförtöjning där fram. Så nu är det lite lugnt, så nu ska vi bestämma hur vi ska ligga egentligen. Men vi är framme i Vlisslingen. Kanske inte världens roligaste hamn som det ser ut, men vi ska inte ligga här så länge. We are laying at the local yacht harbor, the Schelde, which is not in the center of the town. There is another harbor there, but we prefer this one. I walk in Vlisslingen on Walking Street. It's very cute. Oh, I just have to go down this alley. Look! The inner harbor, it's only 1 meter deep when it's low tide to get into this harbor. So we are not laying here, we're staying outside, but cute place.